That's okay. It's do you think it will replace SEOs? I'm seeing a number of SEOs fear this possibility of it. And I'm also seeing a number of clients start to almost use it as a replacement for what they would ask an SEO to carry out. So do you see it replacing SEOs?
I see it replacing certain SEO jobs.
Yeah.
So things that are easily repeatable and that we do a lot of now, certain parts of keyword research and so on, I think are going to be, tools are going to integrate it. Some of the tools I work with are already integrating it and doing things. They're going to replace parts of it, and that's going to speed things up. What it means that certain SEO jobs aren't going to be needed as much, which means perhaps what you might call lower level or more basic SEO jobs aren't needed as much. Now that could potentially mean you need less of a headcount of SEO. If you had a team of 10 people, could you now need 8 because some of those basic jobs could be done automatically? Maybe. But it should mean that those other 8 people are focusing on the more interesting stuff and actually taking the stuff that AI is generating for us or automating in some way within tools, or whether it's recommendations from a crawling tool, whether it's generating certain bits of content or keyword research, and then actually working out how to apply that to your website and do something fantastic with it. I think it means strategy is going to be more important. If you're an SEO and you want to get to a certain level and you can't actually build a strategy, and my strategy, I don't just mean a series of tactics. I don't just mean going, we're going to do content marketing, we're going to do technical SEO. No, I mean actually looking at your clients and going what their business goals are and looking at their market and going, right, our strategy is going to be expanding the number of PLPs we have, because at the moment we have them very limited. We don't have any subcategory ones. And then within those, producing a great shopping experience and yada, yada, yada. If you can't build something around that, I think then there might be less SEO jobs for you at some point in the future. And, some parts of SEO will change. SEO is so different now to how it was when I started 14, 15 years ago. It's just going to keep on evolving. Does it mean I'm thinking about the work I deliver? Of course, absolutely. I think it is quite a big change. So it means I'm thinking about, in my field of technical SEO, will there be certain technical aspects that actually I might be able to sort of automate a lot of stuff for me? Yeah, quite possibly. So does that mean I'm going to then have to make sure I become even better, keep on working hard myself at developing my skills of helping clients in the right way? Yes, it does. It definitely makes me feel like I've got to keep on my toes. But then I'm old anyway, so there's plenty of young whippersnappers in the industry who've made me feel like I've got to be on my toes anyway over the past few years. So, maybe there's no difference there. But yeah, I think it will take some SEO tasks away, but it won't replace SEOs, at least the actual functionality of going, help us understand what to do with our website product as a whole and make it as good as possible so people want to show it. Yeah. I think the more challenging thing will be if Bing does integrate ChatGPT, which they're talking about doing, and then you can go into Bing and you can do a search and get a variety of answers, or you can go in, and I was listening to the Pivot podcast with Kara Swisher and Scott Galloway. It's from the US, but it's really interesting for tech and business markets when they sometimes touch on this stuff. They were saying this idea that if you go into Bing and you type in at the moment, what's the best ski resort in Austria for me to go to? You're going to get 10 blue links, and some of them are going to be good, and some of them, frankly, are going to be crap, and some are going to be over-optimized SEO-driven stuff that doesn't actually help you very much. And you're going to have to still dig in and pick the best one for yourself, even if you see a recommended list. If ChatGPT comes into Bing, and you type into Bing, what's the best ski resort in Austria for me to go to, and it goes, based on your search history and all the information I found, you should go to this particular lodge.
Yeah,
that's quite different, because we're then competing to actually have the best business, not to have the best website or the best SEO. So then this idea of us, especially on the consulting side, coming in and actually helping people with, sort of go, it's not just about the website, it's about having a website that represents the best possible business, which is kind of what some of EEAT stuff is kind of driving you towards anyway. It's kind of pushing you that way to think about that side, isn't it? That then becomes a bit game changing from the kind of jobs we do. Are we still going to be needed? Yeah, as long as there's websites, you're going to need people to actually advise you on websites. Is it going to be a bit different? Maybe.